Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 1, Unit 3.6 Notes, Day 2. Today we are continuing our discussion on applications of linear equations. Now the directions say to use the equations from 3.6 practice worksheet to answer the following questions. So, Mr. Grice, I don't know what that was your homework from last night. If you didn't do your homework last night, shame on you. You should do it right now. Okay, stop the video, do those, then watch this. Anyways, from the notes, questions 1, 2, 3, and 4 all relate to the same questions 1, 2, 3, and 4 from last night's homework. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take those same equations, the y equals 15x. I think that's what you had to solve for B. For 2, we had to do the y equals 0.13x plus 48. The negative 825x plus 11450. Okay, and y equals 175x plus 350. So we're going to use those with what we do today. Okay? So let's look at number 1. It says it costs the company $105 in parts to make 7 DVD players and $195 to make 13 DVD players. And if you look, that's exactly what it said yesterday. Okay? So the key thing is we want to know what is X and what is Y. Well, remember that X, that was the DVD players. And anytime we're talking about Y, most of the time it's going to be your money. Okay? So looking at question A, it says, how much does it cost the company to make 150 DVD players? Okay? So if they're saying how much, they want to know what's the Y. And this right here, that's our X. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to plug into the equation Y equals, and we're going to plug in 150. Okay? So when you do that, if you don't have your calculator out already, you should take it out. You're doing 15 times 150, and you get 2,250. So Y equals $2,250. Okay, the second one says how many DVD players, and if you got $3,150. So remember, the DVD players, that's your X, and this is your Y. So this time we know what the Y is. The Y is 3,150, and that equals 15x. Well, how do you solve for x? You divide by 15, divide by 15, and we get that x equals 210 what? Chickens? Burritos? No. DVD players. Okay? Don't forget to label. All right. So, number 2, we're talking about the rental car company. Okay? That first part was the exact same as problem number 2. Now, how much will Kelly be charged if she drives 500 miles? So, when we were talking about our label, okay, once again, we know that y equals money, so x equals miles. How much will she be charged for 500 miles? Okay, so here's your y, and here's your x. So let's plug it in. We get y equals 0.13, and we're plugging in 500 plus 48. So what's 0.13 times 500? Are you doing it too? All right, you should get 65. So then 65 plus 48, that would cost us $113. So if you rented a car and drove 500 miles, you would have to pay $113. Okay? If Kelly is charged $84.92, they want to know how many miles. Okay? So here is your y, there is your x. Okay? So when we set this up, I know the y, that's the 84.92, and then we just use the same equation as we did before, except now we're solving for x. So if you're solving for x, we have to subtract the 48 to both sides. I don't know what 84.92 minus 48 is off the top of my head. 36.92. And the last step would be to divide by 0.13. So come over here, divide it by 0.13, and we get our answer that x equals 248. 248 what? What were we looking for? What was it? Yeah, miles. Okay, number 3. The value of a car decreases with time. In 2002, Paige's car was worth $9,800. In 2006, it was worth $6,500. Let x equal 0 represent the year 2000. How much was Paige's car worth in 2013? Now, once again, x and y. Okay? So what was your x and what was your y? Well, remember that y is money and x is time. Okay, in this specific case, it's the years. Okay? 2013 is the same thing as 13. And we're looking for how much. That's your y. This is your x. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can plug in using the equation to solve it. Okay? Good luck. Okay, when you plug in 13, because 13 was your x, it'd be $725. So Paige, your car right now is only worth $725. And that's because as time moves on, the value of cars decreases. Okay? What year was Paige's car worth $4,025? Okay. So remember, the year was your x, and this is your y. Okay? So when you set this up, you have 4,025, and that equals negative 825x plus 11,450. Okay? So what I want you to do is solve for x. Okay? You can do this. Pause the video. Good luck. Okay, so when you subtract it, you get negative 7,425 equals negative 825x. You divide both sides by negative 825, and you get x equals 9. Well, they didn't make cars in the year 9, guys. What year is that? Remember that they're talking about the year 2009. Okay? All right. Number 4. Number 4, yesterday when we did an example like this, we were talking about how certain jobs you get paid commission where the more you sell, the more money you make. But you're not always going to sell things, so you do get a base salary. Okay? So they want to know how many cars does Dave need to sell in order to make $2,100. Okay? So when we did this, we said that X was your cars and Y was your money. So see if you can set this one up all on your own and solve it, okay? When you start up the video, answer will be there. Good luck. Okay, and when you're all done, you should get that X equals 10 cars. Remember that when you're doing this, Y is your money, X was your cars. So this was your X, and this was your Y. So since we knew the Y, that's what we plugged in for, okay? Now, if you have any questions on this, you need extra help, please come see Ms. Carranza or myself, or you can stop down the Math Resource Center. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys.